educational system in Germany is more difficult than
It's
in
very
the
difficult,
UK.
yeah.
School in Germany is cheaper than UK because Germany's tuition fee is very cheap. For you to come in, there's like requirement that you have to deposit certain money, create an account. Deposits like, I think it used to be 8,700 euros to create an account in Germany in the German bank. But now they've increased to 10,200 now since the first of January they increased the price.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know. In the UK, on the other hand, you also have to have money in your bank account as well.
Yes. The students, they would always call me, you know, chocolate and all that, you know, nigger. They would always call me that N-word.
Someone called me monkey before. One white guy called me monkey one time. Hi guys, what's popping? Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am Wade.
Lisa.
So today we're going to be talking about the difference between UK and Germany in terms of education. So do you want to go first, Lisa?
Okay, so...
Oh, by the way, guys, Lisa and I, we've come a very long way. When I was like living in Germany, we used to go to school together. It's called, in Germany, it's called Gesamtschule.
Yeah.
That's college, right?
It's kind of like, it's called comprehensive school, comprehensive secondary school. Let's just say secondary school.
So I've known her since she was like, was it like 10?
Like when I came, when I newly came like to the 5th grade. Yeah. And you showed me my way to my new class. That's where we got to know each other.
That's how far we've come.
Yeah.
I think it should be 10, 11 years I've known you. Yeah. So guys,
2008.
Wow, time flies, right?
12 years. 2008. It's been 12 years.
So guys, she's a sweetheart. She used to be like my little baby at school. And so Lisa recently like did part of her uni course in the UK. What university was that?
It was UCL, University College London.
How many months did you do?
It was 3 months. Like it was supposed to be 6 months, but my University of Cologne, they had to cut some things short. It was supposed to be 6 months, so they only I only did my course for 3 months. But I did 4 courses, 4 courses in total. But it was cool. It was short, but it was cool. I really enjoyed my time there.
And guys, I recently just finished my bachelor degree, studying international business management. I'm done now. So we can both relate in terms of education wise in the UK because she spent and Germany as well. Because I lived in Germany for 10 years before moving to the UK. So Lisa lived in Germany all her life. So yeah, how was your experience in the UK?
Let's just start with the system in general. I think, like, to me, the educational system in UK is more easier than the educational system in Germany because I think it's because the language itself that's really easy. You know, I was able to learn the English language at an early age, like when I was 7. That's where I started to learn English, you know, with my mom. And so that's why I did not even have a problem going to school in UK because it was very easy for me to understand. And so everything was just easy. It was very, very easy for me. And speaking about Germany, when I did my A-level, in America it would be high school diploma. But when I did my A-level Abitur here in Germany, guys, it's so difficult, you know. It's not difficult to the extent, like, if you compare the A-level system and the A-level system here in Germany and in UK, the difference is very clear. I mean, let me just take...
It's difficult in Germany, right?
It's very difficult.
The educational system in Germany is difficult, guys.
Let's just take maths as an example.
You know the stuff I studied at class 10 in Germany, I studied in the UK. I did my university my first year.
You mean Pythagoras?
You have no idea.
Percentage?
No, not maths. In terms of what I did in class 11, Berufskolleg, BWL. I did everything in university.
Are you joking?
In university, I was like, that's why I knew everything, but the difference was the language. I was like, wow. I was like, this is easy for me then. Because guys, Germany is difficult.
Germany is very, very difficult. I mean,
And the language. Oh.
the language
Let's
is
not go
so
there with the
technical.
language. No, let's
The language is so technical with all those rules, and
1 minute is eine Frau, the next minute is einer.
this is
And then 1 minute is ein Mann, the next minute is eine Mann mit einem. Like, guys, it's crazy.
I mean, English, we only have one article, which
Yeah.
is the, this and that. We only have one article, and we use it for both sides, men and women, and even for objects.
How many do we have in Germany?
Oh, we have der, die, das. Then we have dem, die, den, and possessive pronouns like deine, meine, and it's too much. It's really, really, it's too much.
Well, me personally, I always knew that I cannot go to uni in Germany. Hell no, I never liked the language, to be honest with you guys. German was so difficult, and I'm a person. I'm very good with maths. Finance is my thing. Maths, anything with calculation, especially when it comes to calculating money. Whew, count me there. I'm very good at that. So I was like, no, I can't. And English is such an easy language. I was like, no, I need to study out of this country, in an English country.
Yeah.
Just English. Where I did have option to study in Germany in an English university, but I just wanted a country with a different environment, just the English language.
Yeah.
And guys, one of the reasons also why I moved out from Germany to the UK to study that is because I experienced so much racism.
That's also
you have different experience. You have different experience. Like, even going to school, the teachers, they give you lower grades, even though you deserve higher than what they give you. As a black person going to school in Germany, you have to work twice as hard as a white student.
It's true though. Like, I never had this experience, but like I have an older brother. He was the one that went through a lot because he visited a school that was for clever students. Like gymnasium. I think it's called grammar school in English or in England. And since he was the only black student in that school, the teachers would always, look down on him. And whenever he raised his hand to say something, the teachers they would intentionally not pick him. So they would always be waiting for another white student, to raise up his or her hand for them to say something. So they were always looking down on my brother. But when it comes to me, like, since we were in the same school, like, I always knew whenever she went through something, we almost had the same teachers. I was only one grade under her, below her, but I never really experienced racism from the teacher side. But when it came to the students, it was because the students, they would always call me, chocolate and all that, nigger. They would always call me that N-word.
Someone would call me monkey before. One white guy called me monkey one time.
Wow.
What's his name again? I forgot his name. The one that got that girl pregnant.
He was the same guy.
Yeah, he was so racist.
He was the same guy. He was even suspended from the school because he used to insult me. He used to insult me and call me that N-word. So he was even suspended from the school. And now, to my surprise, I even heard the news that he is in jail because he caused an accident in Reisholz,
Yeah.
And he drove into a 19-year-old student, and that student died,
Oh, God.
So he's now in jail. So you imagine.
They never end up good, right?
They never end up good. I'm sorry, but
you have to be nice to people.
You always have to be careful when you call a black girl in the 7th grade ugly. I'm sorry, but it's the truth.
They used to because back then we had these girls that they come to school with full makeup.
They
were the beautiful ones, and we were the ugly ones.
And we were the ugly ones.
Don't come with makeup. We don't. We just come natural to school.
Fake nails and all that.
Exactly.
But
and they were all looking older than
Look at where they are.
Older than themselves. Like, we are the one graduating.
You see?
We are the one graduating.
We are the one graduating. I'm sorry, but it doesn't end well if you call someone ugly. I'm sorry.
Those black girls used to call me ugly as well, Can you imagine? I experienced racism from my own black people as well. Some stupid girls that they think that life is all about showing off to a guy, getting boyfriends and so on. They were very useless.
Yeah.
at Düsseldorf where we went to school, Gesamtschule Düsseldorf, the Tafote Gesamtschule.
Like almost all the black girls from Düsseldorf, they were all in that school, you know.
Yes.
Almost all the
was-
black girls you
it
know
was
from
full.
Düsseldorf, they were all there. Even when I did my Abitur, like even when I did my A-levels,
Yeah.
all those, like it's not all of them, like let's not exaggerate. I mean, there were some girls that never came to my school, but the majority of the girls from Düsseldorf that I know, they even came to my school to do their A-levels, and I never liked them because of the way they are. And I mean, this tribalism that is going on amongst us Africans, you know,
it's sad.
Ghanaians, especially my people, I'm so disappointed at them, you know. I'm so disappointed of our people, because whenever they see a girl or a boy that's not from Ghana, they would always blackmail that person or even look down from that person. Yeah, just because, okay, you are not from Ghana, so you're not even part of us. But we all have the same skin color.
Yeah, it's
It
sad.
doesn't
It's
make
about
sense
time
at
that
all.
we come together, right? As
Yeah.
one. I mean, we've been through a lot already, from slavery
Thank
to where we
you.
are right now. Let's move to the UK. You said you had a wonderful time. While schooling in the UK,
Yeah.
you did 3 months, right?
Yeah.
Well, I did 3 years, 4 years in total, because when I moved from Germany to the UK didn't want to accept what I had, the qualification I had to allow me to go to uni. So I had to do a year, access to
Foundation year,
yes,
right?
something like that. No, it's like, was a 1 year called, they call it access to business.
Oh,
so it enables you. It's like a top up for you to go to university.
Yeah.
It enables you not to go to university. So when the 1 year at that course was beautiful, because I had this friend of mine that she moved also from Germany to the UK. We did it together, so we had a nice time. The school was great, the teachers, everything. Okay, going to university. I studied at the University of Wolverhampton, guys. I experienced racism from one Chinese lecturer. This lady literally told me that white students score better than black students. Can you imagine? I was like, what do you mean by that? Like,
And she was Chinese.
yeah, she was Chinese. That's the thing.
Imagine-
I have never experienced racism from British people. That's the funniest thing. I've never. And guys, don't get me, Chinese people are racist. So I had this Chinese lecturer. She was so racist. Like, this lady looked me in my face and told me that white students score better than black students. And there was one other time I went to see her, like, to talk about my grades, because I was having lots of difficulties in my first year, because with the language barrier, you know, the change of country with different language and everything and everything. So this lady looked at me and asked me, because I came from a weekend with a friend, and I came with like a hand luggage.
Yeah.
I was pulling it. I came to her office to see her, because I booked a slot online to see her. She looked at me and said, "Are you okay, or are you homeless?" I was like, "Excuse me, what makes you think that I have to be homeless? Is it because I'm black? What makes you think that?"
I think it's because of the baggage that you were.
No, but isn't that rude? Like,
I
first of
mean-
all, you're telling me that
I
white people
don't
score
understand.
better than-
Like, it's not, I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Like, it's not even about the baggage. Like, the way you dress, I don't think that you looked homeless.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
Chinese people,
excuse
I don't
me?
know though.
And then since then, you know, that's not all. Let me tell you guys another thing. Because we had one of our first modules like with her. It was called global business something in business context.
Yeah.
So we were four of us in the group. We're not like, they were my friends.
Yeah.
So my friends and I decided to do our assignments
Yeah.
together. It was our first year. You know, first year you don't know that much. Whatever.
Yeah, of course.
So we're helping each other. But
Yeah.
I did the most. And there was this guy that I helped. And literally me and my other friend, we did his assignment for
of
him.
course.
And this guy cannot even speak English, can barely even speak one word English. This lady failed me because our work was similar. She failed me and passed him. Said that I don't look like someone that can write what I well. I was like,
it's clear she doesn't like
and
you.
you know what?
She doesn't like
Since
you.
that was the only assignment I've ever failed in my whole university period. And you know what? She gave me 30, because for UK undergraduate, for you to pass is 40%. She gave me 30 to fail me. She thought that I was gonna fail another one again, then I have to take retake the first year. But God so kind, I never ever failed any other, only her own. Since that, I said to myself that I will prove to this lady that I I will smash this thing and come out with my degree. I can't wait for graduation to look at her in the face like that and say that, you see, you thought I won't make it. Yeah, I am. Hello.
Some people are just evil.
Yeah.
Like, it's clear. I wouldn't say that it was only racism, but she just doesn't like you. She just doesn't like you.
You know why she didn't like you? You know why she doesn't like me? You know, I'm a person, I'm very honest.
Yeah.
In the beginning of our lecture, we're talking about stuff like Chinese, Africa. Actually, I was saying my opinion.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, you know, some people don't like truth also. And she was
They see you
angry.
as a threat.
Why
They
the
see you
other
as
black
a threat.
students, they kept quiet. But the thing is that she failed a lot of people, not only me. Only one black guy that she didn't fail. Every black student, she failed it. So I think she definitely had something personal. Like, if you could tell me that white students score better than black students, what do you think? That's racist. She's definitely racist.
Yeah, of course.
So, like, I was shocked because that was the first time I ever experienced racism in the UK. Like, I love British lecturers. Oh God,
Oh,
they're so lovely.
They are so lovely.
They are so lovely. Like, especially the old ones, the older,
are
they're so lovely,
both of
helpful.
them.
They're so helpful, so lovely.
So helpful.
Are you okay? Do you need help? Can I
Thank
help
you.
you? This, I was like, in Germany, help you what? If you don't ask, they will never ever. But in UK, the lecturer will even come to, are you okay? Are you having difficulties? Do you need help?
Even when I was there, when I was in UCL, in University College London, like, I had 2 mental breakdowns. I already told you, like, it's a private issue. I had 2 mental breakdowns, so I missed 2 classes, and it was in life
I
writing.
had mine also in my first year.
You know, I had
I was really going through
it. Was
it.
life writing module, like, it was in English literature, that course that I took. It was one of the 4 modules.
Yeah.
And my teacher, like my professor, she literally reached out to me and told me that she noticed that I didn't attend to her class. So she just wanted to check up on me and make sure and see that if I'm okay. So when I told her what I was going through, she invited me over to her office to have a chat with her. So I talked to her, and she told me that I was also going through a lot financially when I was in UK because I wasn't working.
That's me in my first year
because
also.
I wasn't working, so I was living from paycheck to paycheck. You know this. You know that what was it again? Stipendium. What is it called again? Scholarship.
Yeah.
So I was living from paycheck to paycheck. So those scholarship people, they only give you money. You know, only like according to
and it's
how
never
much you
enough.
want.
It's never enough.
So.
And UK is quite expensive, especially London. Living in
You
London.
can't live in London and be broke.
London is
It's
so expensive.
so expensive. The transportation,
Everything.
The only thing that's cheap is food.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything in London is very expensive. Accommodation, paying rent, everything is so expensive, except food.
Yes, only food is cheap in the UK.
It's so cheap, But yeah, the teachers, like the teachers that I had in,
I love British
they
teachers.
are
It's
so lovely. They would always make sure that
so
you are
helpful.
okay. They are so
No,
helpful.
British in total, like British people are, like in general, they're so friendly.
They are so friendly. I mean, when I went to the like whenever I went outside, you know, whenever I went to the city and I lost my way because obviously I was the only, like I was alone all by myself. I didn't have anything around. I didn't have anyone around me. So whenever like people would even see it in my eyes that I'm a bit confused because I don't know which train to take and which tube or which bus to take. Yeah. So they would come up to me and say, "Excuse me, ma'am, are you alright? Like,
are you lost?
Are you lost? Do you need help?"
Yeah, that's British.
But here in Germany,
no one gives a shit.
You have to call it like, "Excuse me." If you are lucky, they will respond. But if they don't want to, they will just look at you and bypass you. This is Germany.
Welcome to Germany. It's so much difference, right?
So much difference. But the UK people, they are so lovely. They are so lovely. Even those in church. Yeah. They are very they
so
are genuinely
people,
friendly.
Germans are not friendly.
They are not friendly at all. Even if they are friendly to you, it's kind of fake. Like it doesn't even come from their heart. They are fake.
Gosh, tell me about it. They smile in your face behind you.
But behind your back, they will be talking about you.
Let's not even go to that one. Let's stick to education because if we start that one, another topic for another day.
But educationally, let me just take my courses that I took in UK and the courses that I'm taking right now as an example. So when I went to England, you know, UCL, I studied English literature. That was, you know, European languages, culture and society. So I took the course English literature, and I took the modules from fourth year and third year and fourth year, you know. And the essays that I had to write were just 3,000 words. But if I had to take the courses and write my essays,
that's your second year, right? Second year or first year?
I was in the second year back then when I came, but
when
now and in my
it increased with
but I
third year,
took
final years.
but I took the final year courses, you know, and I only had to submit a 3,000 word essay for me to pass my exams, you know, for me to pass the courses.
I think it's all about the course you're doing also.
And they even like 2 weeks ago, so I showed my transcript of records to you know, to the, how do you call it, Prüfungsamt, you know, to those that are responsible for the grade recognition. So I took my transcript of records to the office, you know, to those people that are responsible for the grade recognition, and they recognized my grade. So it means I no longer have to take the course in English literature again. But if I did not take the course in England and I was here, I would have to write 20,000 words. 20,000 words.
Is that a dissertation or what?
It
sounds like a final project for your bachelor degree.
It's not even my final project, but I would have to write 20,000 words.
The educational system in Germany is
the
difficult.
Educational system in Germany is so hard and difficult. But what I like about it is that if you are still able to finish your degree here in Germany, people from abroad, they will respect you. They will even give you a higher pay.
Yeah.
They would even give you a higher pay.
It has you know, like power.
Yeah, it has power. So that's the only thing I like about Germany, because they know, because the people from all over the world, they know that
knowledge.
We have knowledge, and we really, really take our education very serious, and we work very hard.
Yeah.
The subjects that we take, you know, we work very hard and we learn very hard. So if we finish here and we go abroad, you know, they are going to give us a higher pay, and they are going to respect us. They are going to recognize the courses that we take. So it's okay. Yeah. It's okay, but other than that,
even their
it's
apprenticeships as well. If you do apprenticeship, is it apprenticeship?
Apprenticeship, Ausbildung. Apprenticeship.
Yeah, they'll accept you also worldwide with German Ausbildung.
But if you do your apprenticeship in UK and you come to Germany with it, you will have to repeat the 3 years again. They're not going to recognize it. I don't even understand why. But it's very, very difficult. Yeah. It's so difficult.
I think the reason why I had to take 1 year extra before I go to university is because, first of all, they didn't even understand what I bought from Germany, my certificates properly.
They had to translate it,
right? They couldn't even understand it properly.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't be bothered. I didn't mind doing the 1 year before I started doing a 3-year university course. I just did the 1 year and I enjoyed it, to be honest, because it prepared me for my bachelor course. But I won't lie to you guys, my first year at the university was hell. It was difficult. Just like Lisa said, financial difficulties. Living in the UK is expensive. I won't lie to you guys.
Yeah.
Life is hard in the UK. And you can imagine, I literally, when I did that 1 year course, they were supporting me with my bus fare, my bus pass money. With the university course, they didn't support me. They said, no, they can't support me. It's a full-time course, blah, 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 with this thing. So, and I was eligible to get money from Germany, financial support from Germany, BAföG.
Yeah.
But it took like 5 months for me to get the money.
Oh my.
Not 3 months. So the 1 year course I did not. That was even more difficult than the first year in the university. You know why? Because BAföG didn't give me money. I couldn't get no support. I had to work, pay house rent, take care of myself. It was hell. And then when I started university, the first 3 months was hell. Because I had to still work, because I was waiting for the money. The money did not come, so I had to pay my rent and be working the first 3 months. Then after 4 months, the money came. That's when I could relax. So I would like to guys, I almost quit my uni course. It was too much.
I can only imagine, because I've already been there. The 3 months.
That's why as a student, you can't serve 2 masters at the same time. You either do school or work.
Yeah.
Mixing them is very difficult, especially in England.
Yeah, especially in England, because my cousins, let me take my cousins as an example. Before they went to university, before they started their courses in university, you know, after A-level, they were working, you know, some months before university, they were working, saving money, but as soon as they entered, that's where the problem, that's where the stress really got into them. So they had to quit working and concentrate on their studies, because I don't know why it is like that in UK, but you really have, I wouldn't even, it's not advisable to work, to pay and work, like, unless you are a part-time student. But I wouldn't advise you
part-time,
to.
you only have to go 1 or 2 times a week.
You
to
only
school,
have to
right?
go 1 or 2 times a week to school. It will take longer. But
for you to get your degree.
to get your degree,
5 years instead of 3 years.
Yeah, 5 years instead of 3 years. Or even if you do your masters, it's only 1 year in
But
UK.
the thing is, part-time course is not allowed for international students.
Really? Wow.
You can do part-time course as an international student.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, then you have to be lucky.
I mean, not
enough.
EU student, no, not EU. EU and UK can do it.
Okay.
But from Africa and so on, third world countries, all of this, you cannot do part-time course. You have to come only full-time. And also in the UK, as a foreigner from Africa or China and so on, Asia,
It's hard.
you cannot do nursing course. You can't do nursing course in the UK if you're not European or UK citizen. Every other citizen cannot do, American, all of them, only European, because back then UK used to be in Europe, right?
Yeah.
So they used to do everything together. Nursing course, I was shocked when I found out.
This is wow.
Yeah. You can't,
Wow.
they don't allow you. I don't, like, America and Canada is not like that, it's just UK.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, because I asked a lot of my friends coming from Africa, I said, why you guys don't do nursing? Nursing, at least you get good pay and so on. They said, wait, we are not allowed. International students cannot do nursing course.
Wow.
Sad. But I think with this coronavirus thing, they might change the law because they do need a lot of healthcare workers. Yeah, they realize they need a lot of them, so they might change the whole thing. You know. So, what else? Do you have any other thing to say?
No, but it's just but it's just the working and studying in UK. Like
difficult.
You can do it. Like if you really have the strength and the heart to do it, then just do you.
But just
do
know it might
It's not
affect
advisable.
your grades at
It
your
might affect your
uni.
grades because
Yeah.
imagine
You won't have 100%
you live
focus.
on your own. Like you have your own house. You know, you have a rent to pay. You would be working a 24 or 25 hours shift in a week. And you would be going to university like every day. And there is also a guy that lives in my uncle's house.
24-hour shifts, baby. You can't pay your house rent and take care of yourself with 24-hour shift a week.
It's
difficult. It depends where you are living. If London, you cannot. In maybe Birmingham, Wolverhampton, the cheaper
so
cities
it's not
you
even
can.
enough.
It's gonna be enough in Wolverhampton.
Wow.
Because that's part time. Because full time is 40 hours. And full time 40 hours means that you have to work 5 times a week.
Yeah, so there's even a guy, when I went to my uncle's place in Essex, you know, he's in Basildon.
Yeah.
He's from Nigeria, you know. I did not really get to speak to them. I did not even speak to him, but my uncle told me that, he's from Nigeria and he's a student, a full-time student, working 2 jobs. A full-time student working 2 jobs. When I heard it, I respected that guy because working 2 jobs, coming in and
a lot of
back
them,
and forth.
because they have to pay their school fees as well. And
You
the
have
school
to-
fees is so expensive, guys.
9,000.
No, 9,000 is for Europeans and UK
but
students.
he's from Nigeria. You know, he's an international student.
What university gave him 9,000? That's cheap, then. I know
He's
university.
Nigerian.
I know university in the UK.
He's an international
£15,000
Yeah.
per year.
As an international student,
Yes.
It's
Can you
too
imagine?
much.
And let me be honest with you guys, it's not worth it. Because you know why? You have to do all the work by yourself.
Yeah.
Going to uni is just it's wasteless. Some lecturers cannot even explain to you properly. They are nice, quite alright though. They are nice,
I've
but
been there.
they can't explain to you. They
are
are just
useless,
reading.
really.
They are reading off the slide. Whoop whoop! I can read off the slide in my house also. Why am I paying 9,200 pounds for you to read off the slide? I can do it in my house.
I'm sorry, but if you are that type of person, I would drop out of that class and take another
only
course.
difficult.
I don't even
It's very difficult to find a lecturer that can explain properly
Thank
at
you.
university.
Yeah.
I did have one. Oh my god, that's why it was my finance teacher last year. I fell in love with finance. That guy, that man, he was black. Only black lecturer. I had 2 black lecturers in my university, and both of them were for my finance courses. For my second year and my third year, they both of them could explain perfectly.
Yeah.
And I was so in love I fell in love with finance.
Because
of these 2 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, that you could keep somebody explain.
If you are a teacher and you don't know how to teach and explain, and please, what
That's
are you doing?
That's what they have. All they do is they talk. Some of them, especially the British lecturers. Don't get me wrong, guys. We say they are nice. They are nice as people. But they'll come and talking about their dog, their mattress.
Oh.
Who cares?
I mean, when I did my A level, I had that one teacher that would literally talk about
his whole life.
His whole life, but
who cares? I'm paying you to
it was in
tell me about
biology.
your life. Are you serious?
It was in
9K.
biology, and biology it's science. Okay, biology is very difficult, so please don't waste our time.
Oh,
but when it comes to the
and the
exams-
lecturers in Germany, how are they get sick almost every week. They are so lazy.
every week,
They say
Vertretungsplan.
yes. We will always have to switch
You would always check the schedules and always find out that, okay, this teacher is not coming because he felt sick. This teacher is not coming because he felt sick. So
They're so
there is
lazy,
another one
especially in
representing
winter
the teacher.
period.
Winter, oh,
They get sick every week.
Stop. Just stop.
That's one thing that I didn't experience with the UK lecturers.
Yeah,
they
were always
there.
present.
Yes,
They were
but
always
Germany,
there. But in Germany,
they're sick every week.
they were
every
always
week.
sick every week. Every
And they're
week.
paying them more. They're sick.
Yeah, because you know, as a teacher in Germany, it's very difficult. It's
Yeah.
very hard for you to lose your job as a teacher.
Yeah.
That's why they are taking full advantage of that teacher position,
Yeah.
and they can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Especially if you are, it's difficult for a teacher to get fired. Like if you are a teacher, you have already secured a bag. You cannot.
So,
you can never. No.
Let's do like a recap, guys.
Yeah.
We're coming to the end of this video. So the educational system in Germany is more difficult than
It's
in
very
the
difficult.
UK.
Yeah.
School in Germany is cheaper than UK because Germany's tuition fee is very cheap.
Yeah.
How much is it for international student? I think about 2,000 euros.
Yeah. And
But then again, it's 2,000 euros is cheap, but for you to come in, there's like requirement that you have to deposit
Yeah.
certain money in, create an account, deposits like, I think it used to be 8,700 euros to create an account in Germany, in the
They've
German
even
bank.
increased the
But
prices.
now they've increased to 10,200.
Yes.
Now since the first of January, they increased the price.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know. In the UK, on the other hand, you also have to have money in your bank account as well.
Yes.
But you also, the school fees is very expensive. I'll go into more details about the difference about the schools, and I'll tell you guys as well, for those of you that are interested to come in abroad to study, I have all the details you need. I know everything about both UK, America, everything, the requirement, the school fees, everything you need. I'll do a video about that one
Especially because
later,
of
another
Brexit
time.
right now.
Yes, I'll do a video about that one.
Yeah.
So guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you, Lisa, for coming.
It was nice to meet you.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you. Oh guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share this video. Bye guys.
Bye.